Yo, YouTube, what it do, gang? It's your boy, Fly Guy with Fly Guy TV, man. And we back with another one, bro. No Jumper is single-handedly marking out all the gangbangers in LA, bro. And I got a problem with it. I don't know if y'all peeped yesterday's show with Kingpill, Yungantjefe. ADAM22 had Kingpill, Yungantjefe on a podcast, and Kingpill, you could tell his vibe just wasn't feeling it. You could tell he wasn't there. And Adam made a comment, asked him, like, why aren't you your normal self? Why aren't you, the character that he fell into? And he was pretty much just like, bro, this shit watered down. I don't care about this shit. Like, this shit trash. Y'all sitting up here talking about a bunch of bullshit. And Adam took that offensively. He took it so offensive that in the middle of the podcast, he decided to bring up the simple fact that Kingpill made a diss. He had a diss song that was dissing his enemies in Pomona, but it was dissing the Trey card. And we all know Yungantjefe, he from the Trays. You know what I mean? He pushing them 3 fingers moving. And for some odd-ass reason, Adam thought it was appropriate to ask him, like, why did you take this certain diss that was dissing Yungantjefe hood out of your song? And it went downhill from there. The whole pod was awkward and weird from there. And quite frankly, Adam, you playing with fire, bro. I'm tired of it. Somebody it's been too long, bro. I really don't even care. Like, all these gangbangers and shit, bro, I done lost faith in the streets, bro. Like, just watching No Jumper. No Jumper has made the streets a myth. None of y'all niggas is standing on business. Y'all calling these niggas, these weirdos, y'all homies. Poetic Flacco and ADAM22 is not nobody you should be calling your homie. And if you do, you niggas is bums. What that nigga Draco say? This your friend? You niggas is bums. Fucking fat ass Flacco. But anyway, man, I think we like 2 minutes into here, so I could be myself a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get off into this content, man, without no further ado.
Hey, everybody, welcome to No Jumper News on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. I'm in here today with the one and only Lush Uno.
Looking like a bitch.
The man himself, Remo, who's posting something very, very important to Instagram, which you guys are all going to be able to go see momentarily.
I ain't got no problem with Remo.
Donnie on the boards. Jaleese is going to be here momentarily. And boy, do I have a story for you. So for those of you who are not entirely tapped into the 4 hours or so that we did on the No Jumper show last night, had a very nice podcast. At one point, Kingpill, let's just describe Kingpill's mannerisms throughout this podcast. He was allegedly high and on shrooms. So that certainly was a different version of Kingpill than we've ever gotten before. And
very appropriate timing, let's be real.
What, are you adding that to the story or something?
Nah, literally, as I just posted it on fucking No Jumper, I guess the last video uploaded is Kingpill video where he got the gum drop.
Because he knows that we're talking about him right now. What'd he say? I gotta see what he said. Okay, so what? He posted a reel. Adam almost got effed over. Cheap prick. Wow, this guy is such a lunatic. All right, well, anyway, we're going to get into this. So basically, Kingpill was not his usual self. He was a very fun version of himself the first 2 times that we had him on the podcast. This time he came on the podcast, it was weird. He was quiet. He said he was on mushrooms. He was just silent, sitting in this chair, whatever. As the podcast goes, and he's being annoying, too, because he was saying how he didn't like the topics. And I'm kind of like, that might be like the most inaccurate thing you could possibly say in that moment, because the topics were actually fire. We had really, really, really good topics. Obviously, a lot of tragedies, but we had very, very important things to discuss. And so he's complaining about the topics. It's kind of weird. And so one topic that just popped into my head, and people on the Reddit and everything are trying to frame this as if I was like really trying to set up an Yungantjefe Kingpill beef, which is not actually.
You were. I'm tired of this white boy act. You were. You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing. And y'all niggas need to stop falling for that shit. I'm talking to the wrong camera. Y'all niggas need to stop falling for that shit. For real.
Intent there. Hello, Julius. How you doing?
What
That was
up?
not really my intent, but I asked and I mentioned, Kingpill, you censored some of the disses out of your song. Now I'm going to give you guys the backstory on that. Is that when I was in New York, I was with Hit a J3, Bombed and Juno, Kingpill, and the conversation happened while we were all driving around in an SUV together that maybe Kingpill should consider censoring out some of the swear words from his, or not swear words, but gang disses from his songs, because in particular there was one diss that could very much be perceived as a diss towards the 8 Trays. However, where Kingpill is from, that same diss refers to another hood.
He knew exactly what he was fucking doing. He breaking it down perfectly. He knew exactly what he was doing, bruh. And Jefe fell for the bait. I'm low-key disappointed in bruh. Not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know that man. Shout out to you and your movement, bruh. You should have seen that coming. Or seen it as it was unfolding.
Keep in mind, and Jefe from 8 Tray Gangsta Crip. When I said that he censored out the swears, I didn't mention who, not swears, but gang disses. When I said that, I didn't mention who might be offended. I didn't mention what it was, but very quickly, the Jefe energy changed. And there's a clip, it's on the No Jumper Instagram, in which you could see Jefe kind of turning up, not being super disrespectful to Kingpill, but making it clear that he don't mess with that's not cool, etc. Everybody saw it, and then it got very, very, very awkward sitting on this couch because you have Kingpill reading the chat. You have Jefe reading the chat. They're both facing directly towards the chat and are 100% paying attention to it, reading it, and the chat is going off on Kingpill. You ducked it. You tucked your shit. You was a bitch. You was a pussy. You was ranked it. Like, etc. You just, everybody going in on Kingpill, basically clowning him. A few, maybe 5% acting like Jefe kind of a bully or whatever. But the overwhelming narrative was, Kingpill, you just tucked your dick between your legs. Anyway, we come to the end of the podcast. And I even noticed Jefe kind of trying to, like, be a little cool to Kingpill after that, like kind of saying like a few things to him. But for the most part, they didn't really interact. For the rest of the podcast, and Kingpill went silent. He barely said a word for the entire rest of the podcast.
Ant did try to be chill, though.
He was silent from the beginning.
Like, respond to what he said in a chill way.
And to be fair, I kind of feel like we saw a little bit of a different version of Ant Jefe yesterday because of the fact that he came in no lean, notably. Just got in a car accident, or just got a flat tire in his car. And it just felt like we were kind of feeling like a degree of aggression from Ant Jefe that we hadn't really seen. Like, even when him and Munchie got into like a weird argument about like who's the most violent race, or if black people are bad for each other in society or some shit like that. Like, the level that relatively simple argument got to was like kind of intense. Like, it kind of ratcheted up the aggression to a degree that I wasn't really expecting. Either way,
dumb for even like responding to it.
yeah, that got kind of intense too. Either way, podcast ends, and I think everybody's thinking in the back of their head, we got to get these guys out of here in a timely fashion and in a way where nobody has any interaction, whatever. So what's up? So we finish up stuff here. We go out there. As I walk out there, I see that Ant Jefe is already kind of dipping, and that Munchie's like damn near out the door, and the Pomona boys and Kingpill are the only ones left, right? No big deal. I'm like, okay, cool. They got out smoothly. That's good. I go. I'm hungry as hell. Start heating up my meal in the microwave. As I'm heating up the meal in the microwave, Kingpill comes over to me, and he says, yo, what's up with the money for the episode? Because I had actually told Kingpill, I was like, listen, like, I want to try you out consistently on the Tuesday show. He said, all right, but bro, I'm broke, so I need money. Like, you know, are you going to be able to pay me? I said, okay, cool. We'll be able to give you a little bit of money for appearing on here or whatever. Is the music seriously that loud? What the fuck is wrong with these girls? Just so you guys know, it's a plug talk day. We got to make sure that door stays closed. This is insane. But anyway, so
Calvin Harris DJing in the next room.
yeah, shout out to Calvin Harris. God damn, I really just wanted to get through the story of these pieces of shit. Oh, they closed the whatever. Anyway, so Kingpill starts coming over to me, talking to me about this $200 or whatever the fuck it was. He's saying, "Yo, like, can you send me that money right now?" I said, "Yeah, you know the group chat that I put you in with Josh? Just text that, and Josh will send it to you by the end of the night." He goes, "By the end of the night?" He's like, "I'm trying to get paid right now. I need that money to get home." And I'm like, you realize that like a lot of people who work here, you know, you get paid like every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, at the end of the week, etc. I'm like, it's not like, why are you acting like it's just like the most obvious thing in the world that you're supposed to be getting paid instantly as soon as you finish the podcast? Like, you got to chill. Like, the idea is that you're supposed to be on here consistently, you know, and it's like, why are you putting pressure on me to pay you instantly as soon as, you know, it just like struck me as a very weird thing. His energy is weird. He's walking towards me. He's like really like kind of getting close to me and stuff. Pull up the No Jumper Instagram. We're gonna start reviewing the footage of what actually happened in the office right here because, yeah, it's very.
Me and Donnie were both there too, so.
Yeah, so I do have some people who can attest to the way that this whole situation went down. All right, let's pull up this video. Here we go. Kingpill tries to fight ADAM22 after their podcast. Now, there's no audio here, but we're going to be able to see the body
I mean, you can see it from
mannerisms.
that first pick. Look at the body language in the first pick.
Yeah,
Looks
okay,
great.
so let's press play. Yeah, obviously. So you see me to the left, and that's Kingpill wearing the army fatigues. We love a man in uniform.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of pressing me right now. He's saying, like, you know what, can you send it right now? I said, Josh can send it. He goes, can you make him send it right now? I'm like, if you want, you could call him. He goes, why can't you call him? He's like, it's your business. You could call him. He's like, just pressing me about like the dumbest shit possible right now. And those are all his boys.
You see how Shorty had tried to reach out and like grab his hand and tell him to chill too, really subtly?
Yeah. And so, okay, I'm like grabbing my food out of the microwave right now, slightly off camera. And you'll see that I start to walk kind of across the office. You're going to see this in just 1 second. He's still talking to me in a rather aggressive way at this point. It's like slowly ratcheting up. And this is me walking away and being like, bro, you need to chill. Like, Josh will get it to you, whatever. Okay, go to the next one. And like you can see he's kind of like in my face now, right? Look at the way he's walking towards me. Look at the body language. Look how he's like. And then look he just bumped into me, and then I kind of like push him away.
Should have socked that
And then
nigga.
his boys jump in here. They're pulling him away. They're separating him. So what's he do? He pulls out his phone. Typical internet thug. Pulls out his phone. Starts filming. I'm sure he's going to drop this footage at some point. He starts calling me the F slur. Starts acting like I'm a bitch. The reason why I'm in the cubicle now is because I was looking for a lighter, and I was actually grabbing
corner.
one off of Mikey's desk. So I'm trying to light a spliff right now, and Kingpill trying to film a skit. He's trying to act like real angry. He's mad. But his boys are the ones standing in between him. Now look what he does here.
Fire.
He knocks the balls off, and he's still talking shit on the way out. And his boys go, shout out to his boys, honestly. The rest of the dudes from Pomona, we got to give it to them that they immediately shut the situation down.
I got a
Because you
huge
gotta
announcement
understand,
coming tomorrow on the news.
22 stir.
This shit is corny as fuck, bro. These niggas just doing shit for content, bro. I don't even think nothing really happened. I think I can almost guarantee you there's a text somewhere with these niggas planning this out, plotting this out. It's fucking sad, bro.
Keep that fire on him. So when Kingpill is doing all this, I'm starting to do the math in my head. And I start thinking, okay, so what's the line that needs to be crossed here in order for the 22 stir to up blick on cut? Now, in my head, what I established almost immediately was like, if he punches me, I'm pulling out and I'm going to start shooting at him. Okay? That's what's going on in my head. It's like, that's the...
And you're going to jail for murder, stupid. Cali don't play that shit.
that needs to be
you ready
crossed
to
here.
take it there with him. pretty much.
Him just standing close to me is not enough for me to turn this into this kind of situation, right? But either way, like it ended so quickly, and his homies seemed like they were the ones that really like were more even tempered. And I mean, his homies really, and like Lush can probably attest to this because he actually went to the neighborhood, but basically like you could tell that they appreciate the fact that they're even at No Jumper, because let's be real, if you're from Pomona, it's an hour away, you're not really necessarily used to like going to places like No Jumper or whatever, and they're looking at Kingpill like, okay, he's the dude that's kind of getting our foot in the door to kind of be doing more music stuff, more industry stuff, more internet stuff. And so I think in that moment, his boys are kind of viewing this like, oh, he's about to screw up all the motion that we've kind of got going at this point in terms of the hood vlog, Kingpill being in New York. Keep in mind, yes, I did 2 interviews with Kingpill. I was also in New York staying in the same hotel with him for like 3-4 days, right?
So you consider him a friend to a degree.
I felt like we had the kind of relationship that was actually legit. He's asking me,
This fucking drunk ass nigga better not pull out no fucking buzzball.
advice. He's asking me what I should do, what he should do.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. This nigga put out the fucking water. Goddamn, Lush.
In his career. He's asking me what, kind of moves he should make. He's telling me, yo, I'm thinking about moving back to the California area. I'm thinking about, if I move out there, do you think that we'll be able to consistently do content on No Jumper? And I'm telling him, like, yes, bro, like, I actually kind of believe in you. I think that you have potential maybe as a podcaster or whatever. Now, after the Tuesday.
Now I see why niggas be falling asleep on this motherfucking shit. Listening to this nigga talk and just babble on.
So I was very let down, and I was very much thinking like, oh, I'm tweaking. Like I'm crazy because he sucked yesterday. Like he just didn't say shit. He was just sitting there quietly. It was terrible. So I'm already kind of checking myself in my head of like, oh yeah, that ain't gonna work, because he showed up like the worst version of himself possible. He wasn't funny. He wasn't charming. He wasn't interesting. It was just boring. And then he gets marked out by Yungantjefe, quote unquote marked out. Some people could view that as being not a mark out and actually more of just like a check-in. But it was something.
A stern talking to.
It was a stern talking to, for sure. Anyway, the crazy thing about it is that the thing that he decided to use to turn up on me was just so illogical in nature, because I've never had anybody expect that they were going to get paid like 5 minutes after the podcast ended. And when I tell them like, oh, it might take like an hour for him to get back to you, that you trip out like that and start damn near thinking about assaulting me. Like that to me was just so mind blowing. And obviously anybody with half a brain could probably figure out how I feel about this, which is that I now no longer fuck with Kingpill in any way, shape, or form. I have to admit, Flacco has been in the group chat telling us over and over and over, this guy is a J-Cat. He's a piece of shit. He's a clout chaser. Really, I should have listened to 4 Extra too. Said he was a smoker. Said he was a weirdo. Here we are. 4 Extra, I may have been wrong. Flacco, I got to admit that you were right about a lot of stuff, and I hate that. I hate having to admit
Flacco being right.
Flacco being right is probably the worst thing that I could ever imagine. But that is, in fact, how this went down. And
Fuck
honestly,
Flacco.
I think it was probably the first.
Fuck Flacco. Fat ass bitch. You big bitch. You big bitch.
time that any rapper, person that we had on the podcast, etc., had ever tried to like do anything physical towards me in any kind of way, shape, or form. Now, when you watch the clip, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to rewatch this, you can tell that Kingpill really like wasn't doing anything until his boys got between him. You know,
That's when he brought out his camera. And stuff.
that's when his camera comes out, and that's when it becomes the kind of thing of like, oh, like hold me back. I don't want to. Oh yeah, hold me back. I'm gonna do something to him. Like he didn't have that energy. He was just kind of standing close to me until his homies start jumping in between him, and then all of a sudden he's Hulk Hogan. Now I guess I'll turn it to Donnie and Lush, who are both there. What was this like for you, witnessing this insane situation?
Well, first of all, shouts to the dudes from 456 that were there because I really feel like they recognized very quickly what time it was and the fact that they it could have been a different dynamic if they would have just backed his play. You know what I mean? There's other people like a 4Extras, for example. I feel like if 4Extras friends saw him getting mad, I don't know if they would want to come. They might be like, we're all tripping now.
You kind of got the vibe that this was not the first time that this ever happened, that they're sort of used to having to calm him down, and that when he is in that situation that they know that he's kind of a volatile person. And I think a lot of people in that moment probably realize, like, oh, he's doing this to overcompensate for the mark out that just happened on camera. Because the whole time when they're reading the chat and they're seeing everybody say he's getting marked out, and then also you could see that Pill's phone kept lighting up over and over and over. Pill just texted me, I was high, SMH, face palm emoji. Who gets high? Who smokes a bunch of weed and then turns into like somebody who wants to fight the boss man who's giving you an opportunity?
Well, that's the craziest thing is shrooms typically make people. It's a terrible drug for like gang members to take because it makes you very docile.
Yeah. And you saw that when Ant was saying that shit to him, is that when you're on shrooms, that is the worst situation to be in to film a wrestling promo, because it's fucking with your ego and your sense of self, and you're very much like a little ball of jelly and you don't really know how to react.
If Ant came at me like that when I'm on shrooms, I'd be apologizing for 5 hours straight, bro. Like, they'd have to escort me out because I'd be like, I would feel so shattered. You know what I mean? Like,
he keeps wanting to blame it on shrooms. This is like the third time he's blamed a mishap on shrooms, right?
Yeah, the shrooms thing is.
Leave the shrooms alone, then, dude.
Like, if it's having this adverse of an effect, but I do think you were on point earlier when you said that the other dudes realized the opportunity, because like those guys be rapping, they have clothing brands, they have a bunch of stuff, and that's
now we got to make them famous.
Well, yeah, they're talented kids out there, and the thing is, you know, there's no, there's not like a Nipsey from that hood. There's not a, you know what I mean? Like, there's not.
They got Kingpill. That's the closest they got.
There's not like YG. There's not like a legendary rapper that's made. They don't have a representation to that degree. They have a lot of like well-respected dudes for sure, but this was like their, you know, shot.
Everybody's trying to get their foot in the door, and I think they all kind of, regardless of what they might have thought of Kingpill.
Ain't Sugar Free from Pomona? Fuck he talking about? Ain't the Mr. Hip Hop man? DJ Quick from Compton. Sugar Free, I believe, is from Pomona, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that they were also kind of feeling like, oh, okay, this is somebody who's kind of kicking in our door and making it more of a thing, and it's like kind of opening doors for us. And so even if we think he's maybe not the coolest guy on earth, he's somebody that we could, you know, use to help get more into the game.
But before me and Johnny give our exact accounts, I do want to ask you this, because a lot of people, like, this is like the narrative that's being pushed, like, against you. Do you feel like it was kind of instigatory, you even asking that question? Do you think that was not a good question?
For sure.
I'm going to be real.
Good fucking question, Lush, you fucking lapdog.
Kingpill had V1 of his song publicly available. It's got like 100,000 views or whatever. And then he puts out the remix of the song, and the words are different. The gang disses have been removed. To me, that's notable. That's the kind of thing that we would obviously talk about on a podcast. Now, I already knew the reason why he took it out, which was that, you know, if Bompton G-Uno is going to be on the song, and he doesn't want Bompton G-Uno to be on a song where he's dissing people that would potentially start issues from Bompton G-Uno. Hit a J3 laid it out for us super logical when we were all together. Yeah. So I thought it was totally logical. I just wanted to hear Kingpill explain it, you know? Like, I didn't think that Aunt Heavy was going to turn up like that, because I actually knew already that they had previously
fucking white boy. You knew he was going to turn up like that. Well, you was trying to test him. You was trying to get him to fucking crash out. Good thing he didn't crash out. So I guess I do salute you, young Aunt Hefe, for not at least crashing out and giving his white man what he wanted. Because that's what he wanted. He wanted a crash out moment. That's what he was searching for. So shout out to y'all for not giving him that. And he had to grab any little moment he could and expose this little weird shit.
About it, which is why I was so surprised that Yungantjefe came with that level of aggression. Now, a lot of people tend to ascribe malice to things that are actually the product of just ignorance. So I do have to kind of like say that my idea was not, oh, let's say this thing that's going to heat shit up between Yungantjefe and him. It was just literally like, that was not written down on the list of topics. It just popped into my head and I just said it. And as I said it, I kind of realized like, oh, okay, there's like a weird overlap here because one of the people that song might have offended is actually in the room. But that being said, was it intentional? Did I know that was going to happen? I mean, I don't have that level of foresight. I've actually never really seen that level of aggression or anything even close from Yungantjefe.
And you know, it's so funny.
You don't
I keep
fucking know
telling you,
him.
Like, that's one of the most like intense moments I've ever seen face to face in a podcast that I've been on. And people are like, it didn't look that crazy, but I guess the energy didn't fully translate.
It didn't fully translate on camera. I mean, you could look at Yungantjefe's face and see that he was on bullshit. Like, he was looking at that nigga like, serious. I think from watching it, I feel like Kingpill felt the way that
This nigga don't even know how to talk. I ain't gonna say young Yungantjefe was on some bullshit. But his guards was definitely up once Adam brought up that fucking question. Cause I'm pretty sure he already knew about it. Like Adam said, they had already had a conversation about this shit. So why bring it up again in front of fucking however million followers you got? Cause you were looking for a reaction, you punk bitch.
lined him up for that. Because even he was like, see, I knew he was going to mention it up. So I believe that's why that energy was redirected towards you, because he really wanted to do that to Yungantjefe. But I guess when he got out there, he just flipped it on you. Hold on, this whack calling me right now.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yo, we live. We live.
Why everybody calling me talking about nigga trying to say something to Adam?
You didn't see the video? He tried to fight me last night.
This nigga whack, Auntie Wackisha, man, get the fuck out of here. You just be trying to be involved in some shit. And I know you damn well you didn't seen that shit by now. Fucking peanut head.
Kingpill.
Nah, that's some buster shit, nigga. You should have got down with Ed. Nigga, Ed checked you. He checked this out. And look, Adam is gonna be who the fuck.
Nobody's listening to you about no gangster shit, bro. All the niggas that done checked you and you ain't got down with nobody. Shut your bitch ass up. Skipping past you. I don't even want to hear you talk.
You can't. Rule you. Listen to
Baru, you going to bed. Baru, you going to bed.
relationship.
You going to
It's
bed.
not what.
Here to pop.
Not listening to that nigga.
Interpreted was that Ant knew what time it was. In that.
Now,
The fuck off the phone.
you let this outside.
Oh my god.
I think they all were like realizing that
Thank
That
you.
he's tripping.
Okay, let's go back a little bit.
his homies were already.
I can't listen to that nigga.
What's up with my money? And then like even one of his homies looks at me. He's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I don't know." You feel me? Like I was like they're kind of like confused too. So we're looking, and then he's all like, then Adam's like, "Dude, like I told you, like Josh will send you the money in a little bit." Just to provide context for anybody that is an actual consistent employee of No Jumper, no, you don't get paid on a daily basis. We're not fucking day laborers at Home Depot. You feel me? Like. We get paid. We file invoices at the end of the month and get paid. You feel me? Now, No Jumper is very accommodating. So,
Ain't you fucking Mexican? That was fucking racist. What the fuck?
certain circumstances, like Bill had told Adam, look, like I need some bread.
Yeah.
He was him being willing to be like, hey, we'll get you the dough right now. Just give us like an hour or two. You feel me? Josh finna send that to you. In my opinion, like that's cool. You feel me? Like even
That's normal.
That's normal. I respect that. So he's saying that, but Pill's like, nah, fool, motherfuckers ain't do all this shit for free. So at that point, his homies are already walking over there. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they get in between him. And then at that point, I'm kind of like lingering right behind him. I want to obviously I want to defend Adam, but at the same time, I don't want to change the dynamic and make it look like there's you feel me?
Squad is finna
fools are squatting up.
Yeah.
Especially when their energy off rip. I know how to read the room. You feel me? I'm not.
No, you don't.
I'm not the strongest.
So you feel like some of them other dudes was on time and whip Pill?
No,
Ready?
I don't think any of them were. I
All
think
right,
they
for sure,
all
yeah.
were realizing that
He's tripping.
That he's tripping. And I kind of caught the dynamic, even being around all the. Look, first of all, I really fuck with Pill. So this whole situation disappointed me greatly. And I hope there's some way to, you feel me?
Reconcile
Reconcile or whatever.
So.
Yeah, I don't think, I don't know. Because I was excited about it. Me and him were going
They will.
on music, all that.
'Cause this is a fucking play. This shit ain't fucking real. They're gonna reconcile. They're gonna fucking slap each other's cheeks and make. Y'all know the rest.
He's a cool ass dude. I thought he was a good addition. So even his energy on the pod, I was kind of like, damn, this is a little bit different. This is not that cool. Then the Ant thing happened, and I was like, damn. And but then it seemed like by the end of the pod everything's chill. So when I'm walking to Adam, I had a fucking buzzball in my can ready to throw that motherfucker like a Hadouken.
Yeah, Lush beelined over there. I watched him. As soon as he realized he went, because he was by the TV area.
Oh, so Lush ready?
Bro, wasn't nobody gonna touch Adam and I don't do something
eye contact, and I'm kind of right on the other.
He on the other side of the cubicle. Yeah.
But it's like you said, we're gonna go to get shoulder to shoulder with Adam, and then get beat up by all these dudes or something. We're better off to the side waiting to see who's tripping, who's not tripping. And once those guys weren't tripping and holding him back,
they all knew he was tripping. They're all and they not no marks. You feel me? They some official dudes from their section and all that. You feel me?
Right there, I'm standing right behind Adam. But then when he goes inside, and then we think it's over with, the Kingpill circles back. Adam's looking for the lighter.
Oh shit!
Also, not a very. It's a very.
Yo.
But oh my God! Here he is, a gloat.
Big Flacco.
Hey, listen, man. All I'm gonna say is,
That's a first. This nigga got up and left because he didn't want to hear Flacco. Pothole.
one, it's time for Flacco to be in charge of the hiring that goes on in that building. No. Hey, listen. Ask Flacco or ask anyone. It's hardly been wrong about anyone in that building. Listen, me and Lud done had our conversations where I predicted niggas arts and niggas drama before they even got into
I ain't gonna lie, Flacco. You definitely have. You've been right about 5 to 6 things lately.
Man,
in the group chat.
Man, Flacco whole ass is the key maker. He understands the matrix better than anybody. Fuck this fool.
No, right? No. Also, too, though, bro.
Wasn't funny,
why
bitch.
I believe it's time for me to take over the hiring process is because when it comes to white folks, white folks are enamored by any nigga with face tattoos who beg the game, right? They're enamored. They're fascinated. They think that any nigga with a face tattoo with a rag on, that nigga is
Flacco, hey, hold on a second. First of all, just to be honest, Flacco used to call himself Infant Ace Boy Trey. Just for context here, all right. Continue.
No, but though, there are just certain things that non-white is able to pick up. Again, bro, it's probably the cracker empathy, right?
This nigga.
Hey.
No, I'm being real, bro. Y'all are empathetic towards any sad story. So, bro, when I spotted Kingpill,
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
When I spotted Kingpill from the very beginning, bro, I told niggas, one, he's not like that. He's a buster. Y'all said he's the biggest blood implementer. I said, bro, you niggas are tripping. And I also told y'all he is untalented. He has nothing to offer. He's a J-Cat and a smoker. For some reason, y'all thought this dude was some type of head honcho mafia boss, so y'all thought that it was beneficial to have him around.
Run his fade.
Don't like his music.
Run his fade. Run his fade.
Lush,
He ain't gonna do that.
Anybody else who was blocking for that nigga, bro?
No, 456 is a banging ass song. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That song is hard.
That was a good song.
Great song.
That's the fact, right? I hate the fact, right, how y'all love to vouch for any nigga with a face tattoo who's part of the gang gangsterism, and then when they show you they a buster, now all of a sudden, oh, I never vouched for them. Kingpill showed y'all he's a buster. He's the biggest buster I've ever seen, bro.
And
Okay,
you's a
Flacco,
big fat
Flacco, you
bitch
gotta
too.
Understand that
You's a buster. The biggest buster. It's a couple right under you, but you the biggest.
podcasting space, when it comes
I
down
keep hitting
to
the
it,
fucking mic.
we have to build lore. We have to hype people up. They're not just going to care about Lush because he's capable of spitting a mean 16. We got to tell the people out there that this is not just Lush. This is the Clemson Street General. This isn't just Donnie. This is the only white boy who went in and did years in solitary fighting demons. I probably made most to make
that. Listen, bro, any nigga, bro, who is searching for $200, he clearly has an appetite for drugs. The nigga is clearly a smoker. He's clearly a fucking homosexual, man. And
homosexual.
again, I'm not
Flacco.
saying, right, that I should be complete. Well, I'm not, wait.
Flacco,
Again,
Flacco, you talking real spicy, my nigga. And it's simply because I don't know why these niggas give you a pass just because you got some type of weird ass clout that you paid for. You ain't getting this shit naturally. You so quick to talk down on these smaller influencers, but we out here grinding. We really building genuine followers. People just watch you. They waiting for your downfall, bro. I promise you. And the day that your big ass fall, it's going to be a fucking parade outside for a lot of people. I promise you. Don't nobody really fuck with you, dog. Don't nobody really fuck with Adam. Don't nobody really fuck with Lush. Don't nobody really fuck with Remo. I don't know about Jalise. There's probably a couple people that fuck with her, but y'all niggas is weird, homie. And y'all are single-handedly marking out the LA gang culture. And I don't see how y'all getting away with this shit. But it's not for me no more. I'm not a street nigga no more. I don't care. It's just very frustrating sitting back watching this shit. So I had to start commenting on it. Reacting on it, whatever you want to call it. But Flacco, you better be ready to stand on what you're talking about, man, because you're talking real spicy right now. And I don't think you've ever been in those situations. I be talking shit, but nigga, I done been through a lot of shit. I'm ready for whatever I'm saying. Niggas, whoever the fuck I say I don't like them. Whatever. It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be when I see him. But you ain't never outside. So you talking all this shit, and the first time somebody catch you, it's gonna be bad.
saying, right, that I should be 100% in control out of what I'm saying. The next smoker you want to hire, man, just consult with me, bro.
I'm the only smoker in the building. Don't worry.
This is not like the only person that you have claimed was too volatile to have on the podcast. This is just the one where you ended up being right.
Oh, something's coming. Oh, no. Wait, hey, listen, we can talk about it, right? Y'all seen a little piece of the water trouble you niggas is in, right? With how it behaved last night. Oh, listen, that's gonna foreshadow what's the trust me. I'm gonna be right with that one too.
Wait, the Lil
What the fuck
Brazy
is
arc
he
was
talking
incredible.
about? Shut the
Another
fuck
person,
up.
y'all, I'll be 100% right about that one too. I promise you that.
This is bad.
Wait.
Quote,
So
unquote.
you saying Yungantjefe is gonna end bad too? That's what you just saying.
No, that's not what he
Listen, Finn. Wait. Finn, tell me a gangbanger that ended right on no jumper.
I mean, there's a couple of them. AD, Whack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lots.
there's a lot of solid dudes, even if sometimes
Whack
we
is
have
not no
Jake-
fucking gangbanger, man. Whack is a fucking internet nigga. Auntie Wackisha is an internet nigga.
in our midst.
Wait. Pause. AB ended right on a jumper, and corner Adam, that was a disaster situation.
I mean, it wasn't no physical altercation or anything that happened. I mean, he just left the company.
Yeah, he left and we talked shit on the internet, and that was it.
I mean, but he was here for like 3 years, never had any problems or anything. Like,
Actually did
niggas
good
just
on the
parted
platform.
ways.
It ended horribly, right?
But it didn't end horribly in a way where any violence or anything that is like, it ended horrible because niggas wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah, if like the worst situation is like somebody comes on the podcast for multiple years and then eventually they leave and talk shit on the way out, it's like, okay, I think we can handle that.
Again, I'm telling you, man. Again, maybe I'll be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. Something right, because I'll be real. I was one of the first ones who told y'all. Invite in Hefe. He's very talented. I'm the reason why he's on No Jumper. And plus, so I wanted to end right, but I'm just telling you, man, when it comes to these gangbanging niggas, man.
Young have you heard this nigga just said about you? You better slap you better slap fire out this nigga whenever you run across this nigga, man. If not, I give up. I give up. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas' hood stories. I don't give a fuck. Cause I can sit up here all day and tell y'all niggas about all the type of shit I done did when I was in the streets. And I'm not active, but nigga, y'all niggas be going for too much disrespect, bro. That shit crazy. Sorry. Y'all niggas be going for too much disrespect, bro. It's crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. Ain't nobody got their ass whooped yet.
Not a whack 100 because whack is probably somebody who is older and well evolved. But outside of whack, you can't trust these gangbanging niggas, bro. These gangbanging niggas will burn you one at a time. I'm telling you, man. But hey, listen, man.
And all y'all niggas that claim y'all from somewhere and claim this nigga Poetic Flacco as a friend, y'all niggas is suspect as fuck. I swear, it ain't no other way around it. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. Y'all call him y'all friend. Y'all claim that he cool. And this is how he talking about y'all. You're a fucking weirdo. Nigga.
Hey,
what about Munchie?
Yeah, what about your boy P Nice?
Oh, yeah, Munchie me too. Sorry.
What about your boy P Nice?
What about AD? What about Pun? The nigga that you know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be cool, right? They ain't finna have nothing to say about this shit.
Them.
Fucking crazy.
Anyways, hey Flacco, I know it's a slightly different topic, but you had a combo with Rich Trapper yesterday on a Community.
Wait,
A
really?
combo?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
He had a combo?
Right, so the Buster admitted that he completely lied and was cloud chasing, and that's how our beef started.
He's still a buster, huh? This nigga talking crazy. He better not ever, man, you better not ever, man, put me across this nigga timeline, bro, so he can see me talking about your big fat ass, nigga. I'm on you. And I'm with whatever you want to do. I can argue, I can debate, we can fight, we can wrestle. I mean, not wrestle, what the fuck? We can lift weights. Whatever, we can put on some pads and go head up. I just want to hurt you. What the fuck? That shit crazy. And for the simple fact that ain't none of y'all niggas did that shit yet, and this is how he been talking about a lot of y'all niggas. He just get around you and act fake, act scary, because he don't want nothing to happen to him. But guarantee, all them niggas he talking about, game maker niggas is losers and shit. Them same niggas that he be potting with, that he say cool and shit with, he be talking shit about y'all. But y'all niggas is weird. Y'all just so fucking blind for clout. Y'all so blind for clout. It's ridiculous.
After he did that, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a W for Flacco. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like it was a W for Flacco. So on the show, this fool, they called it. Rich was on the show, and then they called Flacco, and you know, Rich wouldn't even let he talked, and then he wouldn't even let Flacco talk. But AD and them were agreeing with Flacco's points and telling Rich to chill. But like, it just didn't make Rich look good.
I think the Rich Trapper storyline is probably going to end up very much like the Dejan storyline as far as his Figmunity arc. Wouldn't that probably be fair to say?
I could definitely see it going that way.
Two gay men who don't know how to act, and at some point he's going to do something. Like, look, his first time on a Figmunity platform, he ended up putting his nutsack on T-Rail's neck.
Well, he also told he sexually threatened Flacco a couple times yesterday.
Damn.
like in their back and forth, he was talking about teabagging him and all this shit. Bro.
I don't understand how anybody's saying that I ducked the fade, because when you actually watch that clip, I was the only one who in any way physically interacted with him. I took my hand and went like that, which is way more than he actually did to me. So, I mean, I don't understand how anyone...
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Trying to sound like I was the alpha in this situation. I put my hand out and blocked him, and that was more than he did to me. The fuck? He came to your place of business and disrespected you, knocked your shit off the wall and everything. This was a play. This is not real, people.
I ducked the fade. If anything, I was being protected by all these other bloods.
This is how far off the deep end we are. And so we're now I get it. You feel me? You know what? Fuck it. Give me my Krispy Kreme hat. Fuck it. It's on. You know what? Why the fuck is a multimillionaire owner of a company gonna catch the fade with one of his employees who's intoxicated and acting unreasonable? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. He's not no gang member either. He's a civilian. I'm talking about Adam.
And if I did shoot at him, I would.
And that's what I was telling you,
I would
Adam.
hope that I would blow his hand off so I could create a boxing match.
And if here's the cold part, based on the laws of our fucking bitch ass state, which I love with.
Now, all y'all niggas from 40 that was on Aaron the Plumber head need to get on this nigga head. Because that was clearly a joke about 4 Extra. And Aaron the Plumber. But niggas ain't gonna do that. Y'all be selective politicking. He get away with so much. He say so much shit. And don't nobody do nothing about it. Y'all niggas is weird. We're finna run that back. What did you just say, boy?
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. He's not no gang member either. He's a civilian. I'm talking about Adam.
And if I did shoot at him, I would.
And that's what I was telling you,
I would
Adam.
hope that I would blow his hand off so I could create a boxing match.
And if here's the cold part, basically.
Now watch him come with some white boy narrative. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying that we can fight. But knowing damn well you're not trying to fight, nigga. Because when Ruger talked about putting them boxing gloves on, you didn't want none of that smoke.
Of our fucking bitch ass state, which I love with all my heart, if you uphold and shot him, you probably be the one to get in trouble.
Hell no. In my business where he's trying to attack me,
I don't know, bruh. Our lives are so fucked.
Yeah, that's why I left California. That ain't why I left California, but that's why I'm not coming back to California. California is ran by a bunch of weirdos. I miss it like a motherfucker. I'm a Cali nigga to the heart, born and raised. Till I was 18. You can never take that shit from a nigga. From Compton to fucking Victorville, nigga. Lancaster, California City, goddamn Watts, goddamn Long Beach. Come on, man. But yeah, most definitely, California is weird when it comes to laws. There is no self-defense law in California, damn near. Unless you rich and you got a fucking top of the top lawyer. And you probably still gonna end up doing some time.
Shit, maybe because you white and
don't put that.
Gun laws is trash, everything. Politics, trash, everything. Only thing good about California is where it's located, where it's at, and some of the people. Most of the people.
Maybe because you're white.
No.
Oh my
I'm just-
God.
you guys don't think
I feel like you
there's no
just...
truth to what I'm saying?
No, that
No.
was
I don't think so.
He got
self-defense.
the lawyer money.
I'm not the
got
kind of
lawyer
person
money,
that would
but-
shoot him
That was
unless it
self-defense.
was obviously a situation in which it was permissible. I don't think.
No, I'm not saying that you would.
And the only way that would be permissible is if your life was in imminent danger. That meaning that nigga said, I'm finna kill you, and started walking up towards you. Yeah, then you could have uphold and blew him down and got away with it. He said he was finna kill me. He was walking towards me. His hand went towards his waistband. I ain't know what he was finna do. I got kids to protect. I'm gonna let the lawyer figure that out. That's what I'm finna tell the lawyer. But you being a scared little bitch because a nigga wanna punch on you and you think you gonna get punched on and up blick and blowing a nigga and nothing happen. Look at all the niggas that shit happens to. There's hella niggas that done fucking fired on niggas from getting socked on. Where they at? In jail or on the run. So you're not right here, Adam. Kiwi head, like my nigga Gangland Neem would say.
Aim for the right hand.
Jaleese, I would encourage all of y'all to look up the self-defense laws in California and how flimsy they are and how little wiggle room you'd expect. Anyway, whatever. Regardless, the fact that Adam didn't duck no fade in this situation. If anything, what Wax said is right. When Ant was turning up, you feel me? That was.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna stop pausing. I'm finna get out of here in a minute too. But California is one of the California is one of the first places where I was a kid when this happened too. Somebody broke into somebody's house. The owner of the house shot him. The robber didn't die. Went to the hospital. Sued the owner and won. So that's just a small little glimpse on how the laws work in California. Vegas, you come in my house, I'm blowing your bitch ass down. Arizona, you come in my house, I'm blowing your bitch ass down. Texas, Atlanta, anything like that. But Cali, no. It's not happening like that, brother.
Opportunity for two grown men to go in the back and get down if it required it. You feel me? Like,
Adam, let me ask you, any learning lessons from situations like this? What do you take from this?
Nothing. I've done all this before. It's not.
Exactly. It's not a surprise. He's done this shit before. He just trying to get a moment. He know what he doing. He manipulating y'all niggas. And y'all falling for it. Y'all need to put me in the algorithm so niggas can see this shit. Y'all need to stop falling for this shit.
People a lot of times have, a relatively short shelf life. Kingpill probably could have spent many years doing content with No Jumper, and instead he did 2 interviews and then he went on the No Jumper show once and he basically got booted off because he couldn't handle his shit. So for me, really not that big a deal. I do think much less of him as a person. I do also think that the narrative claiming that I knew that situation was going to actually work out that way is pretty smoked out, because I didn't say anything about the word that was offensive. And there's a bunch of words. If you listen to the original Slide first verse, there's a bunch
exactly.
of words.
So why did you bring up that specific one when Aunt Hefe was sitting right there? Why you didn't say any of the other disses? And then if it would have went there, it would have went there. But why you didn't be like, hey, why'd you take this out of the song? The complete opposite diss of what young Aunt Hefe was. Because you were looking for a fucking moment. Matter of fact, I'm finna wrap this video up here, y'all. This is damn near an hour. So, like I said, I hope y'all watch this. Y'all put me in the algorithm, man. Drop them likes. If y'all watching this, y'all gotta hit the like button, bro. I'm not gonna get put in the algorithm if I'm not getting no interactions. I was watching YouTube for a while and I still didn't. I used to see niggas talking about hit the like button, never hit the like button. I need y'all niggas to hit that like button for me. Appreciate you. This is Fly Guy with Fly Guy TV. And to the next video, I'm out.